Hello, my name is Anton. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to build a simple dashboard in Datagrok. For a demo example, I will use abstract data on the activities of a transport company. In my case, it's airport activities. I have prepared a file. Let's drag and drop it into the Datagrok. And while it's loading, let's take a look at the data structure of this file. So there is one sheet in this file in which there are about 38,000 rows and 9 columns, among which are two measures, revenue and quantity. We also have the date column here, city, services number, airline, and other additional analytics. Let's go back to Datagrok. I think we should wait a little bit more, just a few seconds. And that's it. As you can see, the data has successfully loaded. So first I want to look at the dynamics of airport revenue. For this task, I will add a line chart. Just close it. And delete everything except revenue. Here I'm gonna change aggregation type to summation and change chart type to stacked bar chart. Additionally, I want to split the data by activity type. By the way, I can change colors. Let it be a shade of blue. Now I think my chart looks prettier and more elegant. I just need to refresh a legend. Wait a second. Yes, done. Now let's give it a title. Press enter. And this chart is ready. Now let's analyze the services column. I want to see revenue by services. So let's add another viewer. Let it be a pie chart. So first of all, I want to specify the segment angle. It's gonna be a revenue, and aggregation type gonna be summation. And I have to select here as services column. But at the moment, it's not available to me for selection. The reason is that this column services has only numeric values, so the Datagrok interpreted it as an integer. No problem, we will change the column type to string. Okay. Now in pie chart, we can select this service column. But as you can see, there are a lot of different elements here, and it will be very difficult to distinguish them on this chart. So let's aggregate our services a little bit to show only the main ones. For this, I will create a new column. I will paste a formula here that says the following. If my service is one of the following, then it remains the same. Else, it falls into category other. And in the preview, you can see that my formula works correctly. Let's give it a name. Press OK. Now I can choose this new column in this pie chart. And to attach, I want to give a title to this chart. So it is revenue by services. I think even by main services because it's aggregated. Okay, it's ready. Now let's take another look at our data. Oh, escape. As you remember, in this dataset there is not only revenue, but also a quantity. The data structure of this table is such that a quantity is given for each row. And for example, a quantity for service number 132, let me find it here. Uh, uh, it's a number of passengers carried by the airline. So let's create another column just to display the number of passengers in separate column. Edit, new column. And as I said, we should only take quantity for service number 132. So let's write the formula. If service equals 132, then it's gonna be quantity. If not, just 0. And name will be number of passengers. And in the preview, it works right. Okay. Now let's display this data on the dashboard. I'm gonna add another viewer. It's gonna be a bar chart. Here, take a summation and the number of passengers. And I wanna see number of passengers by airlines. That's it. I want to give it a name, number of passengers by airlines. By the way, I can also specify a bar color here. Let it also be a shade of blue. I also want to be able to see the number of passengers by cities. I will not create a new chart, but simply clone an existing one. But before that, as you can see, there are decimal points in the number of passengers. We know that number of passengers cannot be decimal, so we just wanna change the format to integer. Now it's good. So let's clone this chart as I said before. And here I want to specify my split function to city. Yeah, and I'm gonna change the name of the chart. And since the two charts are very similar and share the same idea, we can drag and drop it one onto another. The end user will be able to switch between these charts and see only that they need. We still have some space on the dashboard, so let's add another line chart. Here I want to analyze the number of flights by day. By the way, I know that the actual flight is just number of entries with service number 91. I could create a new column again, but I will show you another feature. First, I should deselect and that's only quantity remains. Here count, and here in the filter I can specify my filter. Services ID equals to 91 as I said. Press enter and my chart has refreshed. Also want to give it a name. and make this marker smaller, or even I can even turn it off to see only a line. Now it's good. I'm pretty sure that we no longer need the table. Let's close it. And let's rearrange all this chart. Yeah, it's better now. And let's set the last widget as scatter plot. And to make it bigger. As you can see on the y-axis, we have revenue, and on the x-axis, we have the number of passengers. Quite interesting patterns here. We can immediately see it, and we can see several lines here. I believe that the lower the slope of the lines, the lower the price for the services provided. I think that here we are dealing with different types of discounts. Let's add a line to color. As you can see, indeed, some companies have their prices for services. There are a lot more to analyze here, but let's stop and just give it a name. Let it be a discount analysis. Okay. I can reposition it. I think it's good. Okay. And the last touch, I want to add a title to this whole dashboard. I'm gonna select a markup widget and place it on the top. And make it smaller and go to the properties, content, and here I can specify my description. And board demo and some meaningful description. Okay, it's ready. Close this tab. By the way, as you can see, there are a lot of redundant information in my chart. You can always turn it off. It's called selectors. It can overwhelm users, but sometimes it's useful to see. So now it's better and cleaner in this chart. We can specify it in all charts, but I haven't enough time to do that. So let's save this project. I'm going to press upload button. I give it a name. Let it be a demo airport. And I'm gonna save it in presentation mode. Okay. I can share it, but I don't want. Let's go to the presentation mode by pressing F7. So, as you can see, in 15 minutes, we will build this fantastic dashboard in which users can easily analyze airport data. Thank you for watching.